Good morning, and welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2020. Welcome to family and friends of the graduates. A silver lining to our virtual graduation is that long-distance relatives can join us this morning, and we welcome you. Welcome to the Sisters of Notre Dame de Namur and to our Board of Directors. Your ongoing support keeps our mission strong and supports our work to educate young women for leadership. Welcome to the Notre Dame faculty and staff. Teachers, you have done so much to support the class of 2020 in their 4 years, and we thank you for that. And finally, welcome to the class of 2020, our graduating seniors. I remember when we first met, the spring of 2016 at your freshman welcome day. You were in the JB Hall holding your lilies, and I told you that you were extraordinary before you even started. Your 2020 year was a once-in-a-century occasion, and it had only happened one time before in the 169-year history of Notre Dame. That seemed really extraordinary and would bode well for you. And I thought that perhaps you also might have perfect vision. Your 4 years have been marked by challenging events, and none more than this time. Your virtual last weeks of school, baccalaureate mass, and graduation have all tested your spirit. And I am moved by your strength and proud to recognize each one of you today. At this ending time together, I think that we can rely on your vision. It is strong. Welcome to your historical moment, the 169th graduation, the graduating class of 2020 of Notre Dame San Jose. I would now like to introduce Ms. Kathleen Chiazon, Director of Mission and Ministry, to lead us in prayer. Kathleen.
Let us pray. God of goodness, today we gather, we give thanks, we rejoice. Divine Creator, gather us into your friendship. Hear us proclaim in this place your unending love and the sacredness of each person, each friend, each graduate. Fill us with gratitude for the gifts, accomplishments, and relationships in this Notre Dame community. Inspire us with just and peaceful hearts so that we may serve your people with compassion as did your Son, Jesus. And join us now in taking new steps forward, for with your Holy Spirit, give us the strength, wisdom, and courage to walk joyfully on the paths before us. In our gathering, our giving thanks, and our rejoicing, may the blessings of your goodness be always with our Notre Dame graduates. We join our voices with Mary, our namesake, Saint Julie Billiart, and all the saints, with all holy women and men, with all people of God, when we say, Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Kathleen. The Julie Billiart Award recipient every year is elected by her classmates for her inspirational spirit and her heart as wide as the world. I am happy to now invite Sophie Chickanowski, the 2020 Julie Billiart Award recipient, to deliver the class's salutatory address. Sophie.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome family, friends, Notre Dame faculty, administration, Board of Directors, Sisters of Notre Dame, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. Today is a day of celebration and blessing, joy and congratulations. Thank you to all of our friends and family who join us from around the Bay Area and from all corners of the earth to show your love and support for the first ever group of virtual graduates. Thank you to all of the teachers and staff who have guided this graduating class, encouraging us to grow both on campus and from a distance. I would especially like to thank the class of 2020, who have endured this digital and global adventure along with me. So today, as I reflect on who we've become, I have found several St. Julie sayings that describe the class of 2020 so well. Here's the first. Let us work with all our hearts to contribute to unity in community. Our class is one of many talents, filled with future artists, engineers, activists, scientists, and writers. This diversity makes our class mascot quite fitting, for the griffin is a creature that combines contrasting animals into one unified being, giving it a unique set of talents, capabilities, and expertise. I can imagine this amazing community so clearly when we link arms for the alma mater, a moment we have repeated many times, which represents the strength of our class community. I also find it appropriate that our final year together has been accompanied by the school theme of belonging. This class community is comprised of individuals tied together by passion and commitment to their interests, and is strengthened by the support that is given and received between friends. While each of us have varying goals and experiences, the accepting nature of the Griffin class and the support of our classmates has enabled us to pursue our aspirations. While we have all changed and developed immensely from our 14 and 15-year-old selves, the spirit of acceptance and community has defined our class from the start. Even on days when I didn't feel my best, there was always at least one conversation where someone genuinely asked how I was doing, laughing with me and supporting me when I needed a friend. The past 4 years have shown me that it's these everyday moments that turned our class community into the Griffin family it is today. Together, we worked with all our hearts to contribute to the unity St. Julie described. The second quotation that our class embodies is this: "We must have courage in the century we live in. Great souls are needed, having the interests of God at heart." Along with an accepting spirit, the Griffin class is tied together by a common commitment to justice in our world. Our individual identities and perspectives are shaped by various faith traditions, experiences, and interests. From these, Notre Dame has shown us that a devotion to service and social responsibility is a value that can tie us together. We've learned about human dignity and the common good from scripture and ethics, history, and literature, and now know how to apply these very human Catholic social teachings to the injustices we read about in our textbooks and hardships endured by members of our community. We've learned how to approach social justice issues with awareness, analysis, discernment, and action. In Peace and Social Justice, I remember presenting our final projects, a blog and speech about any social justice issue of our choosing. As I listened to my classmates speak on a vast variety of topics, I could hear the passion behind their words and the commitment they held towards addressing homelessness, sustainable fashion, environmental degradation, and access to education. We learned that spending our time and energy with the poor and vulnerable is more than a box to check off for religious and academic life. Service is about finding the issues you cannot bear to leave alone, and committing to improving the world with passion and integrity. This year at the Young Women's Advocacy Summit, I witnessed this courage within my classmates as they addressed the needs of our neighbors and our world. Notre Dame has given us the tools to find our passions, and our class has taken these instructions to heart. In the class of 2020, this century will find great souls to change the world. Ladies and gentlemen, facing these global issues and biases ingrained in our society is a daunting task. However, we never did it alone. We had the privilege of sharing our victories, our findings, and our frustrations with our friends and faculty. Our community empowered us to be leaders for justice. Women will impact the world. I have been extremely lucky to experience the love this class has for one another, an attribute I know will withstand the test of distance and time, for this is what we have learned for life at Notre Dame. As we move forward, I know we will continue to embody the words of St. Julie. Above all, remember to abide by and ever grow in the practice of the precept. Love one another. Class of 2020, welcome to this moment of love and celebration.
Thank you, Sophie. I am Janice Toupé-Farthing, Vice Principal for Academic Affairs. Assisting in the presentation of the graduates this morning is John Bracco, Vice Principal of Student Affairs, and Susana Garcia, Vice Principal for Enrollment and Public Relations. Will the graduates please rise? Notre Dame faculty and staff, Board of Directors, Sisters of Notre Dame, families and friends, it is with great pride that I present to you the class of 2020, the 169th graduating class of Notre Dame High School. I verify to you that each student has completed the requirements for graduation and is herewith awarded her Notre Dame diploma.
Isabella Sophia Agbuya, Avni Agrawal, Hannah Marie Agueros, Aiza Khadija Ahmed, Alina Ali, Lillian Mead Angus, Isabel Liliana Areola, Selena Melody Ashby, Anika Estana, Ariana Michelle Badii, Arushi Bunsel,
Elizabeth Baresi, Raven Sophie Bautista, Mia Belli, Yashima Burley, Melissa Regine Bobila, Caitlin Bo Boha, Giselle Bonilla Amaya, Ashley Boomer, Michaela Ann Brennan, Anna Costiel, Annie Ting Cheng,
Erica Suyin Chi, Kelly Marie Christian, Sophie Claudine Chickanowski, Natalie Lenore Clark, Ella Cholich, Andrea Marante Svidnich, Donna Dang, Cecily Rivera de Leon, Ria Diokar, Mahima Desai, Lily Ann Donahue Knott,
Ellen Elizabeth Duncan, Elizabeth Maria Fernandez, Olivia Flores, Mia Ann Frame, Karenza Fu, Shreya Garg, Isabella Catherine Jubileo, Amelia Grace Gleixner, Abigail Bree Gordon, Isabeau Miwa Graham, Rebecca Sonia Guglin,
Jeanette Cassandra Gutierrez, Alexia Esperanza Gutierrez Ledesma, Madison Aline Hall, Dania Hanif, Sarah Michelle Hendrickson, Elizabeth Nok Huang, Emily Tu Lin Huang, Jaden Grace Hockroth, Sophie Gabrielle Holohan, Hannah Christiane Holton, Jocelyn Amaya Hops,
Neha Jane, Ria Jane, Naja Eileen Jones Mitchell, Pia Juneja, Anika Kartik, Eva Grace Catcher, Kylie Kawamoto, Maya Kesapradist, Kanika Kemka, Allison Knox, Sangeeta Koilada,
Caitlin Alea Kumar, Emily Laurent, Marie Tantan Lay, Amelie Inez Licea, Diana Juliette Lopez, Jessica Lynn Lapopolo, Julia Claire Lugos, Kayla Luong, Sarah Jean Mackey, Nazanin Malikzada, Cadence Elise Martinez,
Lucy Maurer, Elise Mae McCarthy, Savannah Alexis McGinnis, Fiona McMahon, Sophia Mexstroth, Stella Luna Mokavis, Gwyneth Moore, Victoria Pearl Moore, Giselle Mozo Hernandez, Laura Mullenix, Sarah Catherine Murphy,
Divya Nair, Maya Nayak, Charlotte Bethany Eng, Helen Fong T. No, Olivia Nguyen, Clara Victoria Oberg, Ashley Sunying Oh, Misako Heather Ormiston, Rebecca Orozco, Nisha Oruganti, Bella Rose Paget,
Callista Belen Palais, Kaylee Park, Ria Patel, Kayao Nguyen Pham, Srija Pona, Jessica Rochelle Portera, Inez Ramirez, Kayla Raimundo, Ankita Reddy, Fiona Reyes, Maxine Alma Brindamore Ribbs, Cameron Elise Richardson,
Vanessa Rivera Arcega, Camille Marie Rivero, Karthayani Sajev, Liliana Elise Santana, Emma Katya Skara, Annalise Belen Seidel, Sakshi Srivastava, Anna Maxine Sigua, Audrey Sabrina Cruz Smith, Giovanna Thierry Solomon, Sarah Elisa Solario,
Shruti Sridhar, Shobha Srinivasan, Emma Jane Stonehawker, Sanjana Sukumar, Reem Solomon, Manasa Sundaram, Sharanya Suresh, Olivia Shatkovsky, Neha Thacker, Emily Sarah Tiu, Abigail Ruth Tillman,
Livy Emilia Torres Gomez, Maria Guadalupe Triana Lozano, Angelina Utinko, Natalie Lilibeth Valencia Prado, Kieran Huyn Venui, Shivani Vinay Vazirani, Daniela Velasco, Shreshti Vishwanath, Diane Huyn Vu, Elizabeth Vivajal, Madeline Christine Waldy,
Emily Ann Walsh, Lindsay Monique Warren, Sarah Whittam, Natalie Yang, Lauren Buashwen Ye, Isha Yelaswarapu, Aubrey Yokota, Stella Hannah Young, Caitlin Yu, Angela W. Zhang.
Will the graduates please stand? On behalf of the Board of Directors, the Sisters of Notre Dame, families, and friends, it is with great pride that I present to you the class of 2020, the 169th graduating class of Notre Dame High School. And I now invite you to transfer your tassel.
Seniors were recognized for their many accomplishments at a class awards assembly this week. The accomplishments of the class of 2020 are listed in your program and on our school's website. This morning, we take time to recognize 52 members of the class of 2020 who have achieved highest academic honors in their 4 years at Notre Dame. Now, please, with me, take a moment to read their names on the screen and to congratulate these young women. We are so proud of you, and we congratulate you. Divya Nair represents this group of students, and she will now deliver the valedictory address to her classmates. Divya.
On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to begin with a few statements of gratitude. Our graduation as a class would not be possible without the Sisters of Notre Dame de Nemours, Board of Directors, and the dedication of Notre Dame's teachers and staff, who have stood by us and ensured our success every step of our way. I'd like to extend a huge thank you to our parents and families for their constant encouragement, from our first baby steps to the steps that are yet to come. and today would absolutely not be possible without my dear Griffins, the wonderful class of 2020. Each and every one of us has embarked on a unique journey over the course of the last 4 years, and we're ending it here, together. Coming into high school and watching the classes before us graduate, we were looking forward to the blue gowns, white dresses, an elegant venue, and decorated caps. Little did we know that we could quite literally be able to graduate in pajama bottoms. We haven't been able to spend much time as a class together over the last couple of months, rejoicing in our memories and celebrating our victories. However, all 154 members of our class are here today, and our Griffin spirit still remains strong. Even in the face of the most hectic and unexpected crisis imaginable, our class pride rings true because we are here, fiercely bonded in unity. Over our 4 years, we would face defining movements, moments, and events, ones that would form us into the capable young people we are today and the empowered leaders of tomorrow. We would realize our potential as a class, work to make our world a better place, and become more resilient in the process, preparing us for our futures. We came into freshman year with our eyes wide open, wondering what the D-Lab was, and hopeful for our futures as we chose the majestic Griffin to be our mascot. In many ways, our ND experience aligned closely with the generations of women that came before us. But in some notable aspects, it was very different too. In 2017, the second half of our freshman year, we watched as incredibly strong and brave women stood up and made their voices heard against sexual assault as part of the Me Too movement. We watched in equal parts awe and horror as some of the most powerful men in our nation received the punishments they deserved, all while completing our Women's Place projects. We were reeling from the feminist history we were learning and the feminist history we were watching being made. We saw how community leaders were revolutionizing our society and strove to emulate their courage and tenacity. Following in the footsteps of the women we saw in the news and our textbooks alike, we continued to amplify and hone our power as students and activists over our 4 years, becoming community leaders ourselves. In 2018, our sophomore year, we watched as school shootings devastated the psyche of the American education system. We held our breaths as the March for Our Lives movement swept the nation and donned orange in any form we could find to walk out from classes and show our disappointment with the current state of events. We walked together around our campus, almost vulnerable in that moment, and joined hands with our sisters in a protective ring around our school. Griffins, we stood firmly in the face of what seemed to be national uproar. But whether we chose to physically walk out that day or not, we all stood up for what we believed in. We changed the national landscape by making our voices heard and learned that when we collectively speak up, we do make a change. We were becoming justice advocates. At the beginning of our junior year, we geared up for our SATs and ACTs as wildfires ran rampant all around us in California. Our futures was staring us right in the face. We were contemplating how we even fit into this world as 16 and 17-year-olds, while at the same time, our world was looking to our generation for answers to the climate crisis. So, we made Notre Dame more clean and green, amping up sustainable initiatives on campus. We are brave, Griffins. In the face of being told that we have 10 years to reverse the condition of an entire planet, we aren't cowering. We are part of the next generation of problem solvers who are working to make what seemed like the impossible 20 years ago possible. Climate change is a challenge that we will face far beyond today. But we know we can save our environment because we have become lifelong learners. And now we're facing our biggest challenge yet in the year 2020. Even with our lives seemingly being put on pause in the midst of social distancing, we remain speaking up against racism and police brutality, refusing to let injustice fester in our community. Class of 2020. We know what social distress looks like, and we've experienced all kinds of catastrophes imaginable. But what makes us special, and what gives us, all jokes aside, 2020 vision, is that we have the clarity to see who we are and how we fit into the world around us. We find purpose beyond ourselves as we have become spiritual seekers. We have the collective energy, drive, passion, and education to battle every single issue and crisis life throws our way. We embody our graduation outcomes as we truly have become community leaders, justice advocates, lifelong learners, and spiritual seekers. We call ourselves Griffins for a reason. We are fierce enough to stand up to injustices and persevere. We are change makers and activists, enriched rather than beaten down. The string of life-changing events that we experienced and influenced in high school has taught us that life won't always be smooth sailing, and that our cries for justice will undoubtedly resound past our high school experiences. But Griffins, we are now ready to take life head on with what we have learned. The sheer resilience of our voices, minds, and souls allows us to build the future we want and bring change to the world in our own right. Class of 2020, given all we've already accomplished, I can't wait to see what we do next. And I know that the immensely impassioned, courageous heart of a Griffin will remain a part of each and every one of us for years to come.
Thank you, Divya, for your inspirational words, for capturing those key social issues, and for your clarion call to action for your faculty, for your students, the students of your class, and for all of us that are watching today. We thank you for that. And at this point, I would like to introduce some faculty that want to send a message to all of you.
Hello, Pekin Blue Griffins. What a wonderful day to celebrate you and all you have accomplished. I am so proud of you and everything that you have done during your time at Notre Dame. I hope that you can look back on this time and be so proud of yourselves too. You have been part of a beautiful sisterhood, and we just can't wait to see what comes of your journeys ahead. Congratulations.
Good morning, seniors. Welcome and congratulations to the class of 2020. I think my favorite St. Julie quote I'd like to use today and give you some thoughts for as you move forward. St. Julie told us that we need courage in the century we live in, and that great souls are needed. And all I know about the class of 2020 and my experience with you, I know you will be those great souls as you move forward. So congratulations. This has been a wonderful 4 years.
Griffins, you are brilliant, stubborn, unique, square pegs in round holes, sassy and creative thinkers. You have attached yourself to my heart. You have always walked the path that makes sense to you, and I applaud that. It's crazy, but I applaud that. May your hearts be full of compassion, kindness, and goodness as you continue the journey ahead. Notre Dame, class of 2020, go set the world on fire. No, not literally. Congratulations.
Hello, beautiful people. I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate you all and to let you know how very proud I am of you all for all of your accomplishments. I cannot sit here and say that you are now officially women of impact, because if we're honest, we already know that you have impacted my life, my classroom, and my heart from the moment that you stepped on campus. I'm so very proud of you all, and I wish you nothing but the best for your future.
As I've been praying over your class and thinking about each of you individually, a song from the musical Wicked has been coming to my mind. It's a song about friendship and departures, and in it they say to each other that because of their time together, they've been changed for good. Graduates, as you look back on these 4 years, I hope that you see the many ways that you've been changed for good. I certainly see it in you. And I know that you're changed because as you go out into the world, you're never going to look at sunflowers the same again. And when you meet up with your Notre Dame sisters, you'll complete each other's sentences. For example, one person might say, teach them what they need to know for life. I also know, Griffins, that the world is going to be changed for good because of you. And I thank you for that. I'm so very proud of you. Thank you for teaching us and me what I need to know for life. Now go have an amazing adventure and come back and visit.
ND grads, congratulations on your graduation. I hope as you go forward into the world, you remember what you learned in your art classes. Remember that just because a piece of clay doesn't turn into what you thought it would, doesn't mean it didn't turn into something beautiful. Remember that when you take your shot, you need to wait and be patient while it develops. Remember that you should never sing so loud that you can't hear the people on either side of you. To reach up to the sky and then flop over and build yourself back up, one vertebrae at a time. And if you're ever in a moment where you're just overwhelmed and frustrated and you can't find the words to express how you're feeling, remember that Shakespeare wrote Hamlet, so there is a monologue for that. And remember to cite that source. Have a great rest of your summer and a fabulous life.
Seniors, I want to let you know I am so incredibly proud of you. After the spring that you've had, I want you to know that nothing can stop you. You're resilient and you're strong. You've been prepared to go out into the world as lifelong learners, spiritual seekers, justice advocates, and community leaders. So go out there and set the world on fire with passion and spirit.
Hi Griffins, what an exciting day, and I'm thrilled to celebrate it with you. I only wish we were in person. I remember when you were young 9th graders who were just stepping on campus, so eager, and many of you in my global studies classes, just learning about what it means to be a global citizen. And now you're seniors, young adults who are those global citizens our world needs so desperately right now. I am so honored to be part of your journey. And I put a lot of hope in you because our world needs you. Your problem solving, your creative thinking, your writing skills, your orating skills, your math skills, your science skills, everything, whatever your passion is, dig deep into it and contribute it and make our world a better place, because we're looking to you to help us and partner with us to move forward. And right now though, you should be celebrating because you have done great things, and I'm celebrating with you. Good luck, Griffins, and please keep in touch.
Seniors, they say that adversity leads to strength, and this is true for you. You've shown your strength in supporting community struggle, the Women's March, the March for Our Lives, your ND service. And you've shown your strength this semester. You've grown as young adults at home, despite and through your love and support for one another. You've risen to the challenge of holding your community close. I'm so proud of you, seniors.
Seniors, it has been a pleasure watching you become confident, considerate, and capable women ready to make your impact on the world. As you prepare to take your next steps, I hope you will continue to be the pink and blue Griffins. You are bold, unique, amazing, fierce, and powerful. I wish you the best as you take flight and conquer your dreams.
Hey Griffins, I'm so proud of you. I'm excited to see what you do in the fall and beyond.
Dear Griffins, thank you for teaching me to be a better teacher. I started my teaching career with some of you as sophomores in world history, and we'll never forget your critical thinking and drive as students and social justice advocates. The capability to meet challenges head on will take you far. as already shown by your determination to continue learning in a global pandemic. So here is some life advice from one of my favorite Americans in history. You can think of this as my last history lesson to you. Michelle Obama says on persistence and hardship, you should never view your challenges as a disadvantage. Instead, it is important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages. Sending all of my love, Ms. Johnson. Always your teacher, and now fellow alumna.
Hello, Griffins. I want to congratulate you this year for the job that you have done. Life threw you a big challenge, and with all, you excel. Especially, I want to congratulate the first generation students that have been working really hard through the year to memorize this moment with your family. And here we are, loving you all, the faculty and staff of Notre Dame. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Petrova, and dear seniors, it's been a great pleasure for me to have you in my AP Physics class, in physics class and in engineering, and I'm super excited for you to open up the new horizons for you this summer and the next year in colleges. And I want to thank you for being amazing students. I enjoyed every one of you this year. Especially it was the first year for me teaching at Notre Dame. You'll all always be engraved in my heart forever in my life, and I'll be happy to have you visit me, and I'll tell you all about the candle that I ate, and just want to see you and know how you're doing in a couple of years. Have an awesome summer and awesome first year in college.
I am proud to be a mentor of the graduating class of 2020, the Pink and Blue Griffins. The combined bodies of a lion and an eagle give griffins intelligence and strength. According to mythology, the characteristics of griffins are loyalty, generosity, courage, protection of the weak, and guardians of the divine. These are characteristics that define each of you, members of the class of 2020. You inspire me. Congratulations.
Thank you, faculty. At this time, I invite Cecily DeLeon, Senior Class President, to lead the class of 2020 in the graduate's prayer. Cecily.
As these high school years now end, we stand here before you, our family, friends, faculty, staff, and sisters of Notre Dame de Namur, with a spirit of gratitude for all we have learned and for all we have become. And so we pray in thanksgiving to our divine Creator for the gift of love present in this moment, in these people, in this journey. As we go forth from Notre Dame High School, we now commit to the hallmarks through which our loving God speaks to us. You call us to be lifelong learners. We honor the dignity and sacredness of each person and build communities which educate for life. You call us to be spiritual seekers. We will proclaim by our lives, even more than by our words, that you, O God, are good. You call us to be justice advocates. We will commit ourselves to community service and act on behalf of justice and peace in the world. You call us to be community leaders. We will embrace the gift of diversity and create community among those whom we work and with those we serve. Good and gracious God, may we, like St. Julie, greet you with hearts as wide as the world. May we be open to you in whatever way you come to us. May we turn to you in times of joy and times of challenge. May we always be grateful for your love and care. And may we say with Julie, how good you are. Amen.
Graduates, on behalf of Notre Dame High School, your family, and guests, we congratulate you. Graduates at home, I hope that you are now cheering loudly, throwing your caps into the air, marching around your house, and I hope to see you this afternoon to properly hand you your diploma in our festive parade. Congratulations, class of 2020. Woo!